Does your dog hate bath time? You need to try this. This is our lick mat. We put some peanut butter on there. Look at how sad he is to get in the bath. He is sad.
Up to 10 African nations, good feature. 25 were present in Qatar, where Morocco made history, becoming the first African nation to reach the semi-finals. Will be at least 9 in Canada, the US and Mexico. Some of the runners-up in the 9 qualifying groups will get another chance. 4 best ranked second place sides will be drawn into a playoff semi-final and a final in November 2025, determining which African country will advance to an intercontinental playoff. I see Samuel puts the ball in, only finds a man in yellow. Rwanda yet to really mount anything in the way of an attack. Could that change here? Brought down the right-hand side by Hakim Sahabo. Pass is wayward though, ultimately. The roar of expectation in the stadium subsides. And now it's trepidation again. Simon into the middle. And again, it was a little too close to his own goal for comfort by a Rwandan centre-back, this time Thierry Manzi. Osimhen was lurking behind. Certainly couldn't let it go. Twari with a nervous glance to his right-hand post. It did go beyond it, but now another corner and an opportunity for Ademola Lookman to cause yet more trouble with another delicious delivery. This time it was too close to Ntwari. His punch is picked up on the edge. Now back with Lookman, trying to create space for a clever disguised low ball in. Ultimately ran through to the Rwanda keeper. Lookman looking dangerous again. 13 goals, 5 assists in Serie A this season. Just 23 appearances. To say he and Osimhen have been 2 of Africa's very best over the last couple of years. A consistent goal scorer in his time at Atalanta. Never really quite got going with his English teams, nor his German adventure with RB Leipzig. Just a 1 goal for Everton. Was born in Wandsworth, London, England. Rwanda now finally into the final third, forced to retreat into their own half. Borenga gallops past Iwobi and then into Ndidi. Simon has it nicked away by Jihad Bizimana. Home support trying to act as the 12th man. Feels like they're up against 12 men here in Nigerian colours. They're on the attack again, the Super Eagles. This time Iwobi couldn't force it through. Trying to pass their way out from the back. high press of Nigeria. Still plenty of players forwards. They do find a way out. Far from a counter-attack, but just happy to have a bit more of the ball. Jorge Quizera over on the left-hand side. Waits for reinforcement. Once again, despite a bit more possession, Stanley Nwabali is yet to be tested in the Nigeria goal. Lookman back to Bassi. Potentially dangerous ball into the box. I was going to say was dealt with. Dawdled on it in the end. Thierry Manzi, but survived a scare as Osimhen briefly nicked it away from him. Got a player down here for Rwanda. It is the captain, Jihad Bizimana. Medic's on to check him over. Scored the winning penalty against Benin in October during AFCON qualification. Bizimana, the third of his international career. It's an acrobatic attempt at a clearance, which seemingly is undoing here. No permanent damage done. With over half an hour of this match day 5 meeting already come and gone. Nigeria comfortably on top thus far. They've actually been better on the road than they have at home in recent times. Unbeaten in their last 4 away games in all competitions. That is including.
I like it. It's mine. The prices blow my mind. I feel so rich. I feel like a billionaire. I'm shopping like a billionaire. I'm shopping like a billionaire. Let's go. I'm shopping like a billionaire.
Goalkeeper Kayode Bankole of Remo Stars and midfielder Papa Daniel Mustafa of Niger Tornadoes. Eric Shell looking to reward performances in the Nigerian League. The call up to the national team. Super Eagles talent has come from all over the world. Its current 11 from about 7 different countries. Chukwueze and Lookman playing in Italy, AC Milan and Atalanta. Of course, Osimhen currently in Turkey, Simon in France, and Didi Iwobi, Aina and Bassi all in England. Kong in Saudi Arabia, and Nwabali in South Africa with Chippa United. They come together though for these international breaks, very quickly gel and form a cohesive unit. This is more like the Nigeria we've expected in the previous 4 World Cup qualifiers. Can they, though, hang on to the lead this time, where they failed on match day 4? Goulet's ball proves too hot to handle for Omborenga. Rwanda, though, growing into this one now. After that early blow, they rode out the storm. Nigeria looked far more likely to score the game's second goal, and now in the latter stages of the first half are pushing on, looking for an equaliser. And an early change. Samuel Goulet make way for Gilbert Mugisha. Not sure if there was a knock. Seems to be moving okay, Goulet. Either way, a change deemed necessary by Adel Amrouche, one of his more experienced players in Mugisha. Enter the fray with 50 minutes or so of the game still to play. Could it prove immediately to be a super sub? It was Mugisha, within seconds of entering the fray, who was the first to test the reflexes of Stanley Nwabali. It's a little space. It was on target, comfortable. For the Nigeria keeper, but finally Rwanda coming to life here late in the first half. They got to survive through, though, to half-time. Always a threat in attack, the Super Eagles. Better spell, but in a second, there could be a second if an opportunity is presented at the other end of the pitch. Lookman and Osimhen combining again. This time not quite to such a devastating effect. Five minutes to go in this first half. Still, Victor Osimhen's opener, the difference between the two sides. Mounty with a long ball forwards, one which will bounce comfortably through to Nwabali. It's been impressing for Chippa United this season. 7 clean sheets in his 19 games. Save success rate of over 80%. Becoming the de facto #1 for the Nigerian national side. This cap, number 18. Maybe worked again here. Rwanda attacking down the left-hand side. Here's Kwizera. Iwobi forces him backwards and then forces Rwanda all the way back to Ntwari. Iwobi has said he wants to emulate his uncle, JJ Okocha, by winning the Africa Cup of Nations. Came close, of course, at the most recent time of asking. Nigeria edged out by the Côte d'Ivoire in the final in Abidjan. Shot there of Paul Kagame. Roar of appreciation for the president of Rwanda. Will surely be enjoying his country's end to this first half. Rwanda making Nigeria work for their lead now. Three in the box waiting as Keisha turns this way and that. It's over the head though of Nchuti. Listens to that roar. The first Rwanda corner in the 44th minute. Nigeria flew out of the blocks in this one. But their host showing this is far from a done deal. And an equaliser here late in the first half would be a real blow for the Super Eagles if Rwanda can conjure one up. Forced to wait whilst again the referee sorts out a few of the squabbles in the area. Hakim Sahabo, a teenager, latest to have a word in his ear. Something of a mismatch with Ola Aina. It's off the gloves of Enwa Bali, but not that convincingly away. Rwanda remain with the ball well in Nigeria territory. It's whipped in again. It was knocked down, then knocked away by Bassi, who was himself then knocked over. Innocent attempt to get to the ball, just a moment too late. Only caught a chunk of the man. Wano Mugisha is sent away. There'll be 3 minutes of additional time. Nigeria, the way things are going, will want them to come and go quite quickly. Clumsy at worst from Mugisha. Yeah. Tall defensive midfielder, not able to avoid Bassi. Omborenga at the back heel to the path of Kwizera. There'll be one more opportunity before the half-time whistle at either end. Harmless free kick forwards rather sums up Nigeria's end to this first half. The impression they are just trying to survive with their lead intact through to half-time. Reorganise. take on the advice of Eric Schell. Calmly done by Iwobi and Aina. Bassi back to his keeper. Picked up though by Yomagabo. Mugisha. There it is. Gilbert Mugisha. Second Mugisha now added to the Rwanda 11. But Osimhen nicks in, closes in on goal, dinks it over, and Ntwari and Nigeria just like that have a second. They are lethal. He is lethal. Osimhen adds his and his country's second in the final minute of first half stoppage time. Nigeria have been looking like they were just trying to survive through to half-time with their lead intact. But Osimhen always lurking, nicked in. And from there was very little doubt about how it would end. Nigeria's number 9 scores his 25th goal for his country and puts the Super Eagles in a totally commanding position for the second half. A quick glance up, saw Ntwari rushing out. The presence of mind to lift it over the Kaizer Chiefs keeper. As we cut back to the action, it's Nigeria on the front foot again. Osimhen through to Lookman. Wins a corner, and suddenly it's Rwanda trying to survive through to half-time, but not with the lead. Instead, trying to stay within 2 of their visitors. Corner taken short. Back to Ademola Lookman. Zaina. Moses Simon. Lookman lets it run, and that will be the half-time whistle. Well, Osimhen, the difference between the two sides with a first half brace. 1 goal in the 11th minute. The next, well into first half stoppage time. Nigeria halfway to their first victory of this World Cup qualifying campaign. One that is crucial for their prospects in the second half of this World Cup qualification campaign. Join us in about 15 minutes to see if they can hold out through to the final whistle.
Why do you consider yourself undeserving? Why are you afraid of love? You think it's not possible for someone like you. But you are the love of my life. Love of my life. The love of my life.
Welcome back to Kigali for the second half of this fifth round of CAF qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in Group C. Rwanda and Nigeria meeting as we head towards the halfway point of this campaign. At the halfway point of this match, Nigeria in total command of the situation, 2-0 to the good courtesy of Victor Osimhen. First half brace for Nigeria's number 9. The referee blows the whistle once again, and off we go for the second half. Just 11 minutes on the clock when Osimhen struck for the first time, ball into the box from Ademola Lookman. A free kick volleyed home by the Galatasaray centre forward, nicked in ahead of a defender and dinked it over Fiacre Ntwari in first half stoppage time to double the lead. He's now down on the ground, just outside the area, coming together with Rwanda captain Djihad Bizimana to be shielding the ball, but a little too aggressively in the opinion of the referee. Tension simmering within seconds of the restart. Point being made by Osimhen. He can't lead with the forearm. Appears, I think, a yellow card has been produced for Bizimana. Not the start to the second half that Adel Amrouche would have wanted. Looked to be finishing the first half really strongly in the ascendancy, heading into first half stoppage time, only for Osimhen and Nigeria to pull the rug out from underneath them, leave them with a mountain to climb here in the second half. And now, with Lookman standing over the ball just outside the box, things could get worse before they get better. Three-man wall, numbers 2, 3 and 4. And numbers 22, 3 and 4 rather. Kwizera, Nyomugabu and Bizimana in the way. Lookman's attempt deflected out for a corner. Looked threatening from set pieces throughout so far this evening. Now another, this time headed away at the near post, but picked up on the edge by Moses Simon, got his shot away. nowhere near threatening Ntwari on this occasion. It's rarely been the case in Ligue 1 for Moses Simon this season. Could end the season as the top assister of the French top flight, despite Nantes currently battling to stay in the division as a yellow card is handed out, this time for a foul on Bizimana. Wilfred Ndidi clattering into his fellow number 4 and thus entering the book. I think a genuine mistake and immediate apology from the Leicester midfielder. Sahabo lifted in. It's flicked on. Had to be gathered up by Nwabali. Has done so. It's a show of intent there from Rwanda early in the second half after a scare of their own inside the first minute of the second half. But yeah, it's back to Simon as Nantes look to survive. The winger has notched up 6 goals and 8 assists from the first 24 league games. And a string of top performances. Just one behind Ryan Cherki of Lyon at the top of the assist chart. He is now attracting interest from several of Europe's best clubs. The shot comes in, this time from right Osei Samuel. Right back bursting into the box, testing Ntwari. Might well have been heading for the bottom corner. So, yet another dead ball for Ademola Lookman to work his magic with. The outswinger was onto the head of Ndidi. No one behind him at the back stick to benefit. Pass was picked up by Mugisha. It's he who Rwanda's first shot of the match. This one was blocked, but it landed kindly for Niyomugabu. Seems to have permanently switched to the left-hand side. Mugisha did so late in the first half. Picked up where he left off. Hakim Sahabo will take the corner. Born in Brussels, part of the Genk Standard Liège youth. That's a threatening corner in. The referee blows. There was A roar, mostly of hope from the home fans. Might be a point to the spot incoming, and instead it was a foul on Enwabali and a Nigeria free kick. Back on his feet now. Quickly gets us back underway. Enwabali considers Manuel Neuer as his role model. Hasn't needed to do much sweeper keeping thus far in the match. Only 1 or 2 shots from range to test him. Will that change here? Ball finds its way through to Mugisha. Cuts inside. Does get his shot away. Just lacking a little power to truly trouble the Super Eagles keeper. But better from Rwanda. It was a real blow to concede so late in the first half after they'd finally grown into the game. And now, doing so once again. To survive a nervy couple of minutes early on in the second half, but looking to get themselves back to the ascendancy, make life a little less comfortable for Nigeria. They always have to be wary of Osimhen lurking, deceptively quick striker. Saw that as he nicked in for the second goal. Ndidi. Clearly catching Kevin Mahiri. Joined Leicester just after their extraordinary Premier League triumph, I should say, Wilfred Ndidi. There, 5,000 to 1. Odds defying title, only one in the club's history. Calvin Bassey behind him in the defence was part of the Leicester Youth Academy during that run to the title. Unlike Bassey, Ndidi was at the club to lift the FA Cup in 2021. Chukwueze sent it forwards, looking for Osimhen. Just been a little towards Mugisha. I'll say Samuel was there first. Former Foxes combine, and Bassey and Ndidi win the ball back. Nigeria more than happy to just slow down the tempo. Once they have the ball, they will have their 2-goal lead. Don't need to force the issue and stretch the game, but they get the opportunity of a third. They can turn on the afterburners in a second. That's what Lookman was looking to do there. Run into trouble ultimately. Osimhen back defending.